does not surrender.
Dr. Doom, or Victor Von Doom, is headed to the MCU. One of Marvel's greatest villains will be played by the MCU's biggest star, Robert Downey Jr. In honor of the Latverian ruler, we're taking a look at who Dr. Doom really is. Dr. Doom made his first full-fledged appearance back in 1962 in Fantastic Four #5. Dr. Doom is one of the Silver Age's most enduring characters. Doom's first appearance was light on background, but offered an iconic first reveal. In that initial raid, Doom is recognized by Reed Richards, aka Mr. Fantastic, as a former college classmate whose attempts to communicate with the dead led to an explosive incident. Doom first appears commanding a helicopter, but then the big guns are revealed. Doom's iconic time platform makes its first appearance and sends the Fantastic Four back in time. Another addition is Doom's use of a Doombot decoy, a robot disguised as Dr. Doom. 2 years after Dr. Doom's first appearance, Fantastic Four Annual Volume 1, Number 2 provided the character with a robust backstory that's arguably even more important to the character than his bombastic entrance. A segment entitled The Fantastic Origin of Dr. Doom finally brought the villain into context in the Eastern European country of Latveria. On the anniversary of his mother's death, Dr. Doom and his henchman Boris recount the events of Victor Von Doom's early life that ensured his trajectory as supervillain. Years earlier, Werner Doom, Victor's father and a healer, was summoned at the behest of the then Latverian king to cure the latter's wife of illness. Werner was unable to save the queen, and the king sent soldiers after him to take revenge. Werner fled into a perilously cold mountain range with his young son Victor in tow. Werner did not survive, and Victor was entrusted to the care of Boris. Sometime later, Victor comes across a chest containing his deceased mother's belongings. Cynthia Von Doom was a witch who previously engaged the dark arts. Cynthia sought power to combat the king's corrupt and wide-ranging influence. Striking up a deal with the demonic entity known as Mephisto, Cynthia gained the power to slaughter her enemies. Unable to control her powers, Cynthia ended up killing several innocents and then forswearing her gifts, which led to her ultimate death at the hand of a Kingsguard. Inside Cynthia's chest, Victor finds spellbooks and other magical paraphernalia. Victor becomes a devotee of sorcery and solidifies his personal notions of justice. At the same time, Victor Von Doom's precocity garnered unexpected attention from the dean at Empire State University, where he was offered a scholarship. It's there that he first crossed paths with Reed Richards, a classmate and rival in intellect. Victor's in-class experiments were centered around developing a device which could communicate with the dead, notably his mother. Despite a warning urging him not to prematurely use the device, Victor proceeds, leading to a catastrophic destruction that disfigures Victor and agitates the latent fury that he thought he'd left behind in Latveria. Victor reels and ultimately retreats to Tibet, where he learns both the discipline and techniques of magic to refine his purpose. From there, donning the iconic mask, Doom returns to Latveria and takes control of the country. It's here that Doom becomes the sworn foe of the Fantastic Four, and a complicated individual seeking revenge and justice for his mother's soul. In later instances, Doom attempts to free his mother's soul, and even calls upon Doctor Strange to assist him. These attempts stand in stark contrast to the villain who seeks world domination. Above all, Dr. Doom seeks order, and wants to lead the charge in reshaping the world to his own image. Doom's vendetta against Reed Richards, along with the rest of the Fantastic team, and his vision of a world under his purview, combine to create a villain who is at odds with himself and all the more compelling for it. Different Dr. Doom-centric comics over the years highlight different facets of the character. In the greatest examples, the character is far more than just a villain of simplistic goals, but rather a character who merely has a terrible way of going about his great ambitions. Doom is disciplined, but chooses to favor his own ideals over putting his talents to more universally helpful uses. He is an enemy because he is an extremist and powerful enough to draw attention. It remains to be seen how the Russo brothers, Joe and Anthony, will handle the iconic character's arc, but it's likely that with the title Avengers: Secret Wars, we'll see certain aspects of Doom's total takeover, especially in the composite battle world. If Doom is handled carefully and his various comic book arcs threaded with elegance, then it's likely that fans will receive a sympathetic character who is far more than just a destroyer of worlds. Thanks for watching. Remember to hit subscribe to stay up on all the latest from CBR. Let us know your favorite Dr. Doom stories in the comments below. Until next time.